What's going on, y'all? So listen.
What's going on, you guys? So we are back again for another episode review of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is season 13, episode 5. Don't come for me unless I invited you. Okay? So we get to see what all the girls is doing. We see Mike and Cynthia by Lake Bailey. Why I say it like that? Lake Bailey. But anyway, let me stop. We see them by Lake Bailey talking about the snakes and stuff. I put snake away around the house, but you ain't put it around this thing because this is their atmosphere. She's like, oh yeah, girl. But baby, let's get to Candy and goddamn Riley, okay? Little Miss Riley is about to go to college and NYU in 5 days, okay? And at this point, I feel like Candy thinks that, she probably did her daughter a little bit of a disservice by spoiling her a little bit too much. And when I say spoil, like not teaching her or having her do the main stuff, like the simple stuff to take care of yourself when you're on your own, instead of having somebody else do it for you. Simply put, cleaning up behind yourself, okay? And so Candy was talking about how, she used to have to clean this and clean that. And Mama Joyce was up there saying how, Candy, as soon as she got out the tub, she cleaned that thing up when she got out the shower, whatever. And so Riley, like, why I need to learn how to clean? It's going to be somebody else that's going to clean it for me or whatever. That's the line of thinking that she doing. Bitch, at one point, she was like, what do I need to know how to clean the counter for? It ain't going to get dirty or I don't need to clean it. Big, yes, you do need to clean that, okay? And it is something weird about Riley's face. And I'm just gonna leave it alone like that because y'all already even said it. Just know that I never really saw it until this episode. And I'm not finna drag her for it or whatever because it's her decision, but it just. Anyway, she asked what was a sponge because the Candy said, let's get a sponge. Even little Ace knew what to do with all of that. She asked, what's the sponge and what do we need a sponge for? I'm sitting here like, what? What? You never cleaned your shower. You never cleaned your tub. You never cleaned your sink. You never did any of that. Child, I would not, okay? Some people just parent differently because, they grew up in an environment where they had to do certain things so they didn't feel that they wanted their children to grow up in that environment. But when it comes to the simple stuff like learning to take care of yourself and wash your clothes and clean your bathroom and stuff like that, one should know how to do that, okay? Wash your dishes. Not what if the dishwasher break down? You know how to put soap and water in the sink. Make sure the sink is decent, sanitized or whatever. Clean that bitch out with some bleach spray or whatever. Rinse it out, clean it out, rinse it out, clean it out. Rinse that bitch out, fill it up with some water or whatever, and put some dishwashing liquid in there. Get that towel, get that sponge, whichever one you need, and scrub them dishes, and then rinse them off, and then put them in a rack and let them dry off, or you dry them off with the towel. Girl, if you don't know how to do the simple stuff like that, we gonna have a problem, okay? Cause bitch, I'm not catering to nobody that's gonna be doing all that. Then we get from them, we get over there to Cynthia and Latoya. I was a little shocked that they was at the little store together. I said, because Cynthia act like she got a little problem with Latoya and Kenya's friendship because they so close, and we gonna see how close they is in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And they just going over some stuff and just talking about how things are and just, the party and everything. Then Kenya pops up and I was like, okay, cool. Cynthia said it's a good thing that I am not jealous because the tightness between Kenya and Latoya is starting to irritate her. I said, it sounds a little jealousy, but I get it. Okay? Because it's like, you so used to it's this new person, this new younger person that's coming in, and you got Kenya acting a different way than she doing. She's sending naked selfies. Truth be told, Kenya, that picture look good, okay? I said, bitch, you where your quarantine weight at? Unless you was sucking that shit in on the side, bitch, I couldn't see it. You look good, okay? We can't deny that. The bitch look good, and Cynthia looking like, so we sending naked pictures to bitches and shit like that. I'm sitting here like, so Kenya and Latoya Click Clack sisters, they scissor sisters and shit like that. That's fine. That's fine. I don't have no problem with it. I watch the shit. But interesting. You know what I'm saying? Girls like to experiment with girls. Guys don't do that shit because I ain't gay, I ain't this or whatever. Girls, they experiment with girls and go right back to their nigga. Okay, that is exactly it. Bitch, I just wanted to taste. I'm going right back home after this. Just let you know. Girl, me too. Okay, that we open like that. You know what I'm saying? But moving on from that, they started talking about the little party or whatever that happened with Portia. And of course, Kenya gets back in her bag. Now, see, Kenya, this is where I'm starting not to understand you at this point, and I'm just not here for it because you are talking about Portia. You're shading her in the confessionals over this party. I don't get you talking about something they taught, the Underground Railroad in class on the wrong day, and Portia didn't go to the party or didn't attend class that day or whatever. And my whole thing is, why are you upset at Portia? Portia did not have the event. It was a surprise party for Portia. So a surprise means the same way that you are throwing this surprise engagement party for Cynthia, that Cynthia don't know that it's really you throwing it and you have it disguised as Candy being the host of, and that it's really you throwing it and Cynthia has no idea about it, thinking that Joe Biden the one that's gonna be up in there. I said, bitch, Biden ain't finna come to y'all asses, okay? I mean, he was pandering for the black votes and for the women votes too, but Stacey Abrams probably would have been there first before Biden or Kamala. I'm just saying, okay? Anyway, Kamala. That's her name. But anyway, I'm sitting here like, why are you so pissed off at Portia and throwing all these shots at Portia at this moment when Portia had nothing to do with the damn party? It was Lauren. Now, if she would have threw the shades and shots and said something about Lauren, I said, okay, I would feel, I wouldn't feel no way about it. But it's Portia, but Portia didn't know about it, so I'm confused. You didn't want to go in the first place. You don't like the girl, so why are you so upset? I don't get it. Next thing you know, they start modeling off lingeries and stuff like that. Everybody look good up in it. Cynthia got her hair a little caught or whatever. I said, what type of party y'all going to? Into the dungeon? Candy got a new dungeon show finna happen or whatever in the time of the quarantine? What is going on? All this flesh and all this ass and shit. I'm sitting here like, should I be seeing this? Okay. But it was a cute little moment, and they had a nice little time, and then they finna go to this party. We did see Kenya trying to get the stuff ready for the venue and everything and making sure everything was all to the good. But so far, it's cool. So then we get into Portia. She's making this little salad. She's on this vegan, plant-based type of situation. Her mother is there. Lauren shows up with some competitor hot dogs or whatever. And she was like, regardless of the fact that me and Dennis ain't together, he's still my baby daddy and we still on his team or whatever, because whatever helps him out helps me out. Basically, we find out in so many words the reason why Dennis and Portia was together. Girl, Portia saw dollar signs. That's what it was, okay? It wasn't looks. It wasn't nothing else, because we knew it wasn't looks. And I ain't saying that Dennis, people try to clown Dennis and say that he ugly or whatever. He's not ugly, okay? He's just an average looking guy. And he's an average looking guy that we wouldn't expect a woman who looked like Portia and act like Portia would be with. But then again, look at what she was with, who she was married to at the beginning when she first came on here. He wasn't that. He was an average looking guy too, but he had money also. But he was also controlling, and she allowed herself to stay up in that shit too. But anyway, moving on from that. So they get into talking about this book that Portia is about to start writing, to put out there about the fact that, she can be relatable to a lot of people because, she also went through depression. She went through bad relationships and stuff like that. And so, Lauren and her mother and Portia are sitting down and they're having this discussion about how life was, given the fact that the parents had to do the co-parenting, and we already know that Lauren is not, a full sibling of Portia. She's her half sister, from her father's side. And, we know that a lot of people, and I like that concept. Don't say no half shit, okay? She was like, they said, we say half shit up in that thing, you half this, you half that. No, you're going to get your ass whooped, okay? You're going to get a spanking for that. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it is with me and my little sister. We don't talk about that half shit, Me and my second sister, we got the same father. Me and my little sister, and me and my sisters, me and the middle sister, we have the same father. The youngest sister has another father, okay? But that's still our sister. Ain't no half shit, bitch. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? And plus, we look like we all came from the same DNA, like, on both sides, to be quite honest. How the hell that shit happened? God. Anyway, because you couldn't tell. You could not tell, bitch. We all look literally the same. And my little sister about to turn 17 in a couple of weeks. God damn, a bitch is getting old. That's the only Aquarius I really like. And that's on the occasional base. Okay, let me stop playing. Because some of y'all Aquarius got hit like, damn, bitch, y'all was like this. Pew, pew, pew. Damn, so you gonna do us like that? Girl, I tell you about the experience I had one time that kind of set me out. You're gonna be like, ain't this about the bitch? But anyway, moving on from that. So they talking about that, talking about co-parenting situation between Portia and her mother and the father. How, Portia felt like she never really felt neglected. She felt like the parents did a good job raising them. Even though she spent more time with her mom and she had to spend the weekends with her father, but they made it work, and she still felt the love or whatever, and given her experience. And I think she was around 16, 17 when the father died. The only thing that she negative about that was once he died, she didn't have that father figure to treat show her what type of man she should be with and stuff like that, and to go around in relationships and whatever. So that probably led her to be in some of the sticky situations that she was in, because she did say she was in an abusive relationship. And we get Lauren's take on it. How she said, I was kissed every morning before he went to work, and then I see him in the morning before he go to work, and I don't see him until he comes back from work, shit like that. And that kind of triggered Portia a little bit, because she only saw him on the weekends, and made her tear up a little bit. I ain't gonna do that, but it did. It hit a little point in her, which is understandable. I'm sitting here listening to this shit like, bitch, I went into my daddy issues bag. Okay, I said, first of all, Portia, ain't nobody tell you to get this deep a little bit, or your version of deep. Okay. Talking about family and talking about daddies and shit. Like, most of us got daddy issues. I can admit I got daddy issues and shit like that. Listen, my parents divorced when I was around the same age that Portia and them boys. It was like 4 years old. Okay. There was no reason why he couldn't come see us. He paid child support, and that was just about it. I can count on one hand how many times in my whole childhood we actually went over there to his apartment to actually see him or whatever, and he came over to see us. And then when I got older, like, the relationship is just not there. We really don't talk. No, we don't talk. Okay, and it's not because I don't like him or whatever. It's just, what do we have to talk about? And you're the father. You're supposed to do this. And we just had no relationship when we was growing up. We had no relationship, and I never understood why. But then one day he had texted my mama saying he wished he would have did better. And my mama was like, why don't you call your daughters and tell them that? Never told us. Never said anything. Okay? And at one point, get this. The job that I'm at, the first location that I was working at, he was working at too. We worked on the same floor, different departments that was right across from each other. If we did see each other, it was awkward. Barely had any conversation and barely had any interaction. You would think that would be the chance to rebuild something, but bitch, no. But anyway, Portia, okay, girl. So, they getting ready. Oh yeah, and then Portia, no, Lauren did tell Portia that asked her about the gift that Kenya sent her for the Pilar. Okay. And she was like, I'm gonna say thank you. She cool with it, she like that. And Lauren felt a little bad about it. She said, now I feel a little bad for not letting her come to the the party or whatever. And Portia said, don't be bad, don't feel bad. I mean, at this point, don't feel bad. Like, what's the point? You did what you did. You knew that you didn't want her there, so it is what it is. Moving on from there, let's move on. So it's time for the party. Kenya is already there. She wants it cold. She wants to have some more snow there. Everybody did their COVID testing, so they don't have to wear the mask. Bitch, wouldn't be me. Okay, I'll still be up in there with a decorative ass mask on my face, looking good. Okay, but I just ain't taking no chances. And it's Atlanta, no shade to y'all, my people that watching me, but y'all know how y'all is running rampant down there. Okay, y'all acting like y'all been had the cure, not a vaccine, but the cure. Okay, but anyway, moving on from that. The ice sculpture melting. We trying to see where everybody at. Cynthia and Mike is over there trying to get dressed. Okay. Portia FaceTimes them talking about the stuff and when they gonna be there. You know, she an hour and 15 minutes away. You know, she ain't even got her wig on. Candy trying to get hemmed up in her dress. Mind you, it's still like 43 minutes away to the party. She get there. Tanya was the first one to get there, and then Candy and Ty shows up. And then, you know, Portia friend Joy, is she gonna be like another cast member like Marlo or something on there? You know, cause she been in the last couple of episodes or whatever. I just realized that she was on this one too, and just realized what the hell her name was. Okay, but anyway, she there. And while they in there talking and stuff, key, everybody has not shown up yet for it to be a surprise and all that stuff. Who shows up? Cynthia and Mike shows up. Like, I think they probably did it before they thought they would. They showed up before they thought they would, and it just didn't go as the right way. They didn't catch on that they was there, so the surprise was late. Everybody is not there to fully say surprise, and then they don't realize that it's for them. I mean, it got hashtag chill on the ice sculpture, hashtag chill being projected on the wall, the pictures and everything. It's a mess, but it's gonna keep it's cute, but it's a mess. The surprise didn't go the way that they wanted it to. So, you know, it took Mike and Cynthia a minute to realize that this party was for them, because it really wasn't that many people there outside of the band and a few of the guests, okay, because they were strolling in late as fuck. But you know, she was happy. She was, you know, they looked around like, oh my God, thank you, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, in her eyes, she feel like Kenya has somewhat redeemed herself. And so she's going to let that slide. She wound up talking to Kenya, pulling her to the side. You know, at one point, she did say that she did not want bridesmaid. So she asked Kenya to be one. Of course, Kenya accepted, and she asked Candy to be one. You know, while this was going on, Marlo strolled in like 24 minutes late, and then at the end, you know, we had Candy on the phone, on the microphone. Yeah, I said, no girl, take the mic out of Candy's hand. She ain't sound that bad, but I just wasn't in the mood for it. Okay, I just wasn't in the mood for it. You know what I'm saying? You never know which type of tone or which type of goat you gonna get when Candy sing. No shade, but I'm just saying. Some of y'all agree with me, some of y'all don't, but we here. Okay. And then Portia shows up when Kenya is on the mic trying to give her little speech or whatever. Portia shows up 50-some minutes late. Y'all think that shit is cute. Okay? Now, if Kenya would have said, bitch, you couldn't come up in this motherfucker, I wouldn't have been mad. Because don't. What is the point of a surprise engagement or a surprise party or whatever, and I give you a goddamn time and you gon' I give you a time and it's a prize, okay? You know, you probably don't know the significance around it or whatever, but it's rude to show up late, especially if it's a dinner party or something like that. It's rude to show up late. That shit, fuck fashionably late. That shit is just rude, okay? We done been here for a fucking hour, bitch. I'm ready to go. And you just pulled up, okay? No, that is not cute, okay? Get better. And of course, Kenya looking like ain't this some shit. You know, I would have been looking the same way. I wasn't even mad at Kenya for having a little tool at that moment, because bitch, Candy told you. Candy told you. That was the whole reason why she wanted Candy to invite the girls, so that they can show up, okay? And she showed up and showed the fuck up late, girl. So you know, Kenya was giving her speech. Portia came in, and not only did Portia come in late, Portia came in and was talking to everybody. I said, bitch, y'all is rude, okay? Rude as fuck. But then when Latoya came in, you know, Kenya ain't had nothing to say. All she said was better late than never, because, you know, that's her good click-clack buddy, okay? That's click buddy number one, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, they get up there, they do a little song and dance, you know, Candy get up there singing, Portia get up there singing. It was given very much a Mother's Love play vocals. If you ain't seen the play, bitch, if you got BET Plus, it is on there, and you've been I made it an hour through. If you seen it or attempted to see it, did you see the whole thing, or where did you stop at? Because I couldn't make it past the hour, okay? Bitch, I tried. And shout out to Funky Donnie, because he was in there. He had the best part. Funky Donnie had the best part. bitch. Anyway, moving on from that. Um, so they sitting down there, they eating and all that, and when Latoya gets there, mind you, Latoya is over an hour late, an hour and 20 some minutes late. Girl, you might as well have stayed the fuck home, okay? When the chef get up there, the chef had to run down her credentials, bitch. I just came back from Dubai, and I was cooking for the ruler and his wife, okay? And she liked this cauliflower salad or whatever. You gonna get some linguine, you gonna get some lobster and all this shit with some little cheesecake, okay? It's gonna look a little fancy, but I'm just telling you, it's just lobster and cheesecake and some pasta. That's what it is. Girl, I said you better run your credits down, bitch, okay? This, and this, mind you, while this whole thing is going on, Ty's sitting there looking at the game. Mike, because at one point the girls got into it, okay? Mike sitting there asking Ty, what's the score, okay? And I was just sitting there like, that probably would have been me. I wouldn't have been looking at the game, but I probably would have been listening to a podcast and, just letting them do what they got to do, because I'm not interested in all of the fake-ass drama that y'all got going on, because what popped the drama off was Latoya popped up and was like, did y'all see that, y'all want to see the picture that Kenya sent me? And I put it as my screensaver or whatever. I said, you put it as your screensaver? Oh, what? Latoya girl, no. Anyway, so this, I was just like, why would you do this? Why would you do this? Like, you got people, husbands sitting at the table with them, and you got, how did you know that she wanted this to be out or whatever? Like, did we really need to see this or whatever? I mean, I was fine with it, but I'm just saying, I'm thinking of everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I probably would have sat there and was like, oh shit, wait a minute, but let me see. I would have had that reaction, like, why would you do this at this dinner table? But bitch, let me see. That would have been my reaction. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest, okay? It's been a minute. So it was the same picture that we saw at the store, and the naked picture. And so Candy looking like, so y'all just be sending naked pictures to each other, you know what I'm saying? Like this quarantine or whatever, and y'all just sending naked pictures. That's what we doing? He was like, yep, that's exactly what we doing. She was like, Portia was like, you put this as your screensaver? Yes, that beautiful body as a screensaver, whatever. Marlo said, she was like, it should be glorified or something like that. She was like, what, you gonna get your butt done too? I said, oh, no. Marlo was quiet this whole time, and I knew something was finna happen, and as soon as she said that, of course, Kenya said, shut up, Marlo, okay? She just want to eat my ass. She probably do. Okay. I mean, hey, y'all all click clack sisters in this thing. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, ain't no telling. Y'all are in Atlanta. So, hey, it is what it is. And if that's the case, that's the case. It's a lot of sexual tension. That's what it's been. It's been sexual tension. Maybe it's just me just playing into it because of jokes. But, I can actually see some of them just, if they just shut the fuck up, you know what I'm saying? Some of these problems don't even have to be problems. Sometimes I just think they just putting it on just to put it on. They get into it going back and forth, back and forth. Candy had to, bring the thing down and get them back on the right track or whatever. And then Kenya comes back and was like, his three girls. Of course, Cynthia had told them who's going to be her bridesmaids. And, Portia, she already knew that she wasn't gonna be one. She knew what type of clique they was. And did you hear that remark that Kenya said, at the end of the thing when she was like, here's to being a bridesmaid. Some of us gonna be in the wedding while everybody else looks out, be sitting as a guest at the wedding or something like that. It was a dig. It was a dig at Portia and everybody else. And I'm sitting here like, Portia still stood y'all up. Like, I mean, Portia looked probably one of the better attendees at the wedding that I saw from the pictures. So what's the point? What was the point? And that was because, after Kenya said that, she would fuck with Latoya, Candy probably would be the best sex that she never had, and then Cynthia because her mouth alone could get it and all that stuff. I was like, I like to see it. But anyway, she brought up she took this opportunity. Now everything was going well, and this is where things could have went way left, and I'm glad that they didn't go way left, because Kenya took this opportunity to bring up the fact that asking Portia about the gift that she gave Pilar, and Portia said, "Thank you. I really, I liked it. Thank you so much." She was very appreciative of it. Didn't sound like she had an attitude or anything like that. And here go Kenya. She couldn't just say, "Okay, that's cool. You're welcome." She couldn't just say that. She had to go into Well, I would have liked to give it to you in person, but I was uninvited from the little event that you was having or whatever. And Portia had to make it known, bitch, and everybody else too was saying it was a surprise thing. And Tanya was the main one saying it too, because she was like, I'm the one that was trying to get her there. It was a surprise event. She didn't know nothing about it. And then so King was like, oh, so we're gonna blame Lauren. So just put it all on Lauren. It was like it wasn't even, you didn't even have to go that route. It was like you was itching to have an issue. Yeah, you have an issue, but again, your issue is misplaced because it wasn't Portia's fault. She knew nothing about it, so why bring the shit up? You didn't want to go in the first place, so let it the fuck go, Kenya. Damn, she gets on my nerves sometimes. She really do. In this situation, she's getting on my nerves. So it is now time for Riley to go off to school, and Todd and Candy are going to drive down there and take her up there to NYU. She's going through what she's going through as a mother who's always been around her child, and now she's about to be away from her child and not be able to spend her 18th birthday with her and not be able to stay as long because of the COVID and things like that. Candy stress eating. We got the best part of the episode, truth be told, was Lil Ace. Okay, Lil Ace showing his appreciation and his love for his big sister. You know what I'm saying? He crying and stuff because he want to go with Riley. He want to go with Riley and help her clean up because she don't like getting dirty things on her hands and she didn't have her gloves. I said, oh my God, that really hit me. I said, oh, that is really cute. I like Riley because she plays with me and she plays with me 2 times. Good luck, Riley. I said, that is really cute. And that was the end of the episode. Yep. Love it. What is this? Real Housewives of Atlanta. You guys tell me how you felt about this episode. Girl, they trying. I'ma hang in there. I'm not gonna give up, okay? But I need a little bit more. But this was a little okay episode. You guys tell me how y'all felt about it, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.